Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about LEGO Batman 1, 2 and 3 and their handheld ports and see which ones are better and, you know, just like overall review the games and, you know, just talk about them because LEGO Batman 1, 2 and 3, they all have nostalgia and they're all like games that I personally love. I've never played, you know, any sort of LEGO Batman game that I've absolutely hated, to be perfectly honest. It's the only game that I've actually, like, loved mostly in the LEGO franchise. Like, I'm not saying LEGO Indiana Jones was bad, LEGO Star Wars was bad, no. None of those were bad games. I just have more of a connection to the DC universe than I do with anything else, which is why I love LEGO Batman the most. If you do enjoy the video, please like, subscribe and comment if you're new, I'd really appreciate it. And without any further ado, let's actually get into the breakdown. So, LEGO Batman 1 for the console. So LEGO Batman 1 for the console was the first ever LEGO Batman game I played. And by this point, LEGO Batman 1 and 2 were out. LEGO Batman 3 wasn't even out yet. Due to the fact that when I played LEGO Batman 1, I was about, I'm going to say, 8 years old, I believe. So I went to like a caregiver kind of thing and like babysit while my mum wanted some time off, and they had a Wii and they had LEGO Batman, and I remember the first time I picked up the game because I was I was thinking, like, because she showed me the list of games. She got Wii Sports Resort, LEGO Batman and Wii Play. And so this was still like when the Wii was still like around. This was still before the Wii U came out, so, and the 3DS even, or around the time the 3DS was coming out. So I played LEGO Batman 1 and I absolutely, like, I loved it. You know, one thing was, I was only allowed to play for an hour, so I'd really get 1 or 2 levels done, if I was lucky, but it would depend on the levels, and then 3 if I had to play through a vehicle level or something. And due to the fact that I just fell in love with that game and almost immediately, it was insane, because I remember getting so annoyed the first time I was playing it that I got told I couldn't play it anymore because, you know, I spent long enough on the Wii that day. Usually, if I was lucky and I played first thing in the morning, maybe like, well, they wouldn't let me play like from any time before 12, but if I played from like 12 till 1, then they would let me play again from like 6 till 7 or something like that. So I used to be able to play LEGO Batman 2 times a day sometimes, and it was the game I was obsessed with as a kid. I did ask a few times if I could borrow it for my Wii that I had played at my nan's house, but I did eventually get to, because I asked so many times, but because they also had other, you know, kids that liked the game as well. But eventually I managed to get it when I was like 10, and so, you know, I was really happy. I never actually understood like the premise of the game. It was really just a kind of a fun, you know, muck about when I was playing it. I didn't collect all the studs, I wasn't able to get all the characters or anything, or get all the mini kits, because that's not what I was focusing on. I didn't even know there was a whole villain section until like much later in the, after like 2 years of playing it. I didn't even know. But then one day while I was doing it, I just stumbled across like, I literally just stumbled across the villain levels, and it was so funny that I'd only just stumbled across the villain levels after a certain point. But anyways, it's just really it's just a simple game, really. You have suits, you complete puzzles with Batman and Robin. Unfortunately, like, they're really the only heroes that you get to play as in the game, like in the main story. You do get free play of like Alfred, Batwoman, well, Batgirl, not Batwoman, Nightwing, and Robin as well, but he's already part of the Batman and Robin. So you can play as Batman, Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, and Alfred. Really, those are like the main heroes, and you can play as like Commissioner Gordon and such, but they're not really heroes, they're just police officers and stuff. So most of the roster was filled up with villains or goons more than heroes or anything like that. But I remember playing for completing the game eventually, and I was so pleased. First time I played it was on the Wii, which I think is actually one of the I think that's the most released copy of the game, surprisingly, because I think everyone that I've spoken to about Lego Batman, they've always said that they played it on the Wii before anything else. So, it was just what they played as a kid, and to be honest with you, I completely get that. So, when I was playing this game, I was constantly, I couldn't get, I was so obsessed with saying, can I go back, because I just wanted to keep playing Lego Batman. And it was, oh my god, it was just so fun. I just never wanted to give up Lego Batman. It's just a game that I've just want to play. It was the game that I always wanted to play. It was one of my nostalgia games. But I always felt like the reason that I always preferred Lego Batman over most of the over the other games that I used to play, like Wii Sports Resort, and Mario Kart, was because I actually felt that there was a task to accomplish, and I didn't really feel like that with Wii Sports or Wii Sports Resort, because obviously back then I didn't know anything about the medals, the platinum medals, or anything like that. And to be honest with you, I probably would have broken my Wii if I knew. When it comes to Lego Batman, I didn't get the mini kits and stuff for a very long time because I didn't even know what it was. Like I said, I was just going through the story, smashing the stuff I needed to, but I didn't break everything because I didn't realise that's how you bought characters. That's how stupid I was as a kid. But I have replayed the game on my laptop about a month ago, I'm going to say, 100% completed it. It was around, it was longer than that. It was just after Christmas I started going through Lego Batman again. And then it was, then I completed it near the beginning of January, 100% with everything. I've played it many times. It's not, I've completed the game, I bought it on my Wii. Eventually when I hit 12 or whatever, I had a huge collection of Wii games. Well, not really when I was 12, but when I had my Wii, that was really the only console I had at the time, because obviously I couldn't afford much else, because being 12, 13. I'd stopped staying with them by this point, because I was only staying with them from 8 till 10 years old or something like that. But I went to the second-hand shop known as CEX when I was about 12, 13 years old, because that's when I started getting bits and bobs for money and things like that. So CEX is really cheap for games and stuff, so I would go into CEX and I would buy games, and eventually I would stack up to 80 Wii games. No joke, I had 80 Wii games on my shelf. So it was hilarious when you think about how many games I had. So I remember I first went to CEX when I was 12, and I kept going until I was about 15, I'm going to say. But this was one of the games that I did buy, and I did replay through it again, and it was just as amazing as I remember, because I never grew up with the whole hype of Call of Duty or cussing people out online or anything like that. My mum typically wouldn't allow me to play games like that, and I can understand why. It just makes you more aggressive at that age, and I was just much happier that I got to play games like this, because I just love Lego Batman so much. This is the one that I had most nostalgia for, Lego Batman 1. So, is it a good game? 100%. I would say I'm going to give Lego Batman 1 9.5 out of 10. And I'll explain why in a minute. But moving on, handheld ports for Lego Batman. So the most notable one is probably the DS version. There is a PSP version, which I will talk about in a minute as well. The DS version is a completely different game. It's just that's what most Lego games are, though. None of them are really the same. On handheld copies. But Lego Batman 1 on the DS. I have actually played it. I haven't completed the whole thing like 100%. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, I've never 100% completed it. I got a DS, which I was actually stupid. I remember when I was like 16, 17. I think it was no, it was before that. I think I was actually 15. I got my hands on my first DS. So I was in CEX, which is the shop I just mentioned, like a second-hand gaming shop, and they said, "Oh, you can have a DS Lite for this price, or a 3DS, an original 3DS." You never guess what I bloody did. I picked up the DS Lite because I knew my mum hated me playing online with games. I couldn't on the Wii, so I think she was fine with that. But I didn't want her to find out that my 3DS still had capability of playing online. So this was about 5 years ago, really, just before... Well, actually, no, the server shut down recently, but... I ended up getting a DS Lite, but then what I didn't realise was the fact that I could play 3DS games, and I have a whole category of like a new library of games if I went for the 3DS. So I actually bought the DS Lite, and I played through a bit of Lego Batman, but I wasn't as into it as I was with the console version. I have actually played through majority of Lego Batman 1 on the DS. I've explored different areas, and for a handheld game, I actually really enjoyed it because it's got new characters. You know, the places that are in the console game are still there. It just looks different because obviously the DS is like a really watered down console system, so it can't handle as much as a general console can. So it does lack a bit of features, but you do get exclusive characters in the game like Hush and a few others, and I don't really know all of them, but all I know is a very few amount of characters that are in the DS version. The box art is the same, but if you've not played through Lego Batman 1 yet on the DS or on the console, or if you've only played 1, but most of the people that I know would have played the first on the console, go pick up the DS copy. It's still worth picking up. It still follows the same story, just like I said, a lot more watered down due to the hardware of the DS. Unfortunately, it didn't make a remake for the 3DS, which I think would have been a good idea, like we will talk about later on down this list. Far as I would rate it, I would rate Lego Batman 1 on the DS a solid, I would say 7.5 out of 10, and the reason that I rated that is, yes, the game is fun, but it does get very repetitive, which I also see in a lot of reviews, like I'm saying as well. When I played it, it's just basically build suit terminals, take out villains at the end of the level, and that's literally it. That's basically the game. And then they still have the villain missions, which I think is really unique, but yeah, it was it was not the greatest out of the two. Next, the PSP version. I'm not going to go over this too much, but wow, what can I say? It's absolutely insane how they fitted the entire console version on a PSP. So basically, they like to think that the PS3 is the portable PS3. I'm not going to say it is, because let's be real, the PSP is so it might have the PS3 like loading thing, but when you actually start playing games, you kind of get a bit disappointed, like how little it actually is capable of doing stuff. Like, I actually found that playing the Lego Batman, that was one of the only games that I've ever played on the PS. Well, I have a PS Vita. I have an MODD PS Vita now, which I got a few months ago, and I did the MODS myself, and I played Lego Batman 1 through the PSP games. Once again, if you are interested, I did mention this in my Minecraft Story Mode video, but I do MODS for consoles. I do it for Wii, Wii U, 2DS, 3DS, PS Vitas and PSPs. So if you are interested in that and you want all of these sorts of games that I have, you're more than welcome to contact me. My Instagram is christopher.robin2676 if you really want to try out these games for yourself and you haven't had the opportunity to do so. So, anyway, getting back to the video. It's insane. I actually felt like it was the Wii version because obviously the graphics were condensed down quite a lot and it was on a smaller screen. But I noticed that Lego Indiana Jones did the same. I was a bit concerned as to why they didn't do it with Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. They ported like the 3DS port to it. Same with Lego Star Wars. Well, not Lego Star Wars Complete Saga, but the other one. Because that one's not on the thing. But anyways. It's exactly the same game as the console version, so once again it gets the same rating. It still does the exact same things as the Wii version does, or the Xbox 360 version does, or the whatever edition you have for the Lego Batman. It's actually funny when you think about it. Lego Batman isn't on many like systems. Like it's probably the one with the least ports on this list. It's on the Wii, the Xbox 360, the PS3, the DS, and the PSP. Realistically, considering how many ports like Lego Batman 3 has, yeah, that's not very many. Moving on though, Lego Batman 2. This was the game that my caregivers got as well. They got me Lego Batman 2. They were like, never guess what we found today. I was like, what was that? Lego Batman 2. And I was a bit disappointed because I hadn't completed the first game yet, and they were like, well, you need to complete this because this is insane when you think about it. This was like in 2012 when the game was released, so they actually got it like right next to that time frame. So I was still a young man at this point, but it was insane because they did get this game, and I actually I lied and said I complete Lego Batman 1, and then I just went straight into Lego Batman 2 because I really wanted to play it. And I really, like, the only thing that I got annoyed about was the fact that the levels are very different, and I actually didn't like the free roam aspect of actually having to find where I was going, because I was so stupid as a kid. I didn't think about like how to get to places, and sometimes it would take me like 40 minutes to get to another level, and then I'd get told to turn the system off, which is really annoying. Now it's easy for me to do it, but obviously. I've also played through Lego Batman 2 recently to 100% completion. I did it after I completed Lego Batman 1. I'm on this wild escapade at the moment where I complete every single Lego game on my laptop and 100% complete it, as I have all of them. I got them off a website called CD Keys, and I just got all the games for it. There is another way of getting them all for free, but I'm not going to say how to do it because I don't want to get this video taken down or anything. There's a website that I use that gets all the games, but I prefer paying for the games, at least on the PC, because yeah, but I don't really promote piracy on PC per se, but most of the games on PC are a lot cheaper than they are on console, to be perfectly honest with you. I've noticed that. But anyways, right, talking about Lego Batman 2, this for me was a whole step up. So I tried to see whether they both held up in 2025, and they really do. They really do hold up in 2025. Lego Batman 2 and 1, they both hold up so well. It's insane how well they actually held up. So this game just takes, like, you thought the first one was good, this takes it to a whole new level. There's a whole free roam aspect, there's collectibles in the open world of getting red bricks, characters, fighting villains to get their characters as well. They're shitty little fights, but you know, they still try to put effort into getting those characters. So you had to roam the open world, find the red bricks, find the gold bricks, get most of the gold bricks are available. You had the free play as normal. In the first game you get 30 levels, in this game you get 15, but to be perfectly honest, that is completely fair. I don't think anyone would like want to play 30 levels in this game when there wasn't really much point. It would like, there was 15 was more than enough, and then you got the open world aspect of it as well. and free play, so it does take a while to get through everything, purchase all the vehicles and do all the puzzles around the city and stuff like that. Like you see on the screen here, like this is just bits of the stuff. You do get to play as all the Justice League, but what I do like about this game is it's not full on. It's not like, oh right, well you can play as the Justice League the whole time, which I felt like they did a lot with Lego Batman 3. It's like you have to play as Batman and Robin through majority of the levels. There are times where you can play as Superman as well, which I thought was quite nice, and a few levels where you play as Batman and Superman, but it wasn't a big thing. You only get to play as all the Justice League on the 14th and 15th level, Wayne Tower and the final battle. So I have no problem with this game. For me, this is 100%. Like, this is the best Lego Batman game I've ever played, and to be honest with you, the best Lego game I've ever played as well. I've played a lot of Lego games. I've only 100% completed some of them, believe me. I've completed Lego Batman 1, 2, Lego Pirates of the Caribbean before, and Lego Indiana Jones. I have not 100% completed Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, or Lego Star Wars 3: The Clone Wars. I have gone through Lego Movie the video game on my channel. If you are interested in that, there's a whole playlist. Go check it out. We went through all of that. We will be going through some more soon. But the only reason I made this video is because I was playing Lego Batman 3 on the PS Vita the other day, and I thought, you know what, let's make this video. But this game is absolutely perfect. Not much else I can say about it, but it is a 10 out of 10 for me. No questions asked. None. Moving on. Lego Batman 2, PS Vita and 3DS edition. So both these ports are exactly the same. There's no, you know, and it was on mobile as well. So you'll be talking about, well, they're all the same game basically. The only one that you can earn achievements for, though, is the PS Vita edition. 3DS doesn't have achievements anyway, and the mobile doesn't really have achievement system very well, so I really enjoyed, surprisingly, I actually really enjoyed the handheld port as well. It's still it's my favourite handheld version of the Lego game as well. Like, it has the mini kits, like, yeah, the mini kits are halved, but then you also get sound bites, you also get there was one thing you could get in the, oh yeah, you would get a red brick in the level, which you didn't get in the console version. But the only thing that they did take out, which is understandable, was the free roam aspect. Obviously the PS Vita and 3DS could not handle the open world side of things, so that is unfortunate, but that is a price to pay. The only thing I will say is the game does not last very long. There is a Justice League mode where you can earn like gold medals and stuff for like completing the thing without dying or something. So yeah, I 100% completed this version as well on my PS Vita. The other day I got the platinum trophy on the PS Vita edition, and I have actually platinumed the console version of the game. I know it's not like platinumed on the Xbox 360, but I got all the trophies and everything, so it was great. Sorry, my voice is a bit iffy right now. Right. Anyways, I didn't see much of a problem with the console version by any means. Sorry. Like, I didn't see a problem with this version at all. I may have said console version, but I meant handheld version. It's obviously the levels are a bit more watered down, but at the end of the day, they are still the same. I like the idea of feeling like the game is still the same. Like, you're not playing the exact same game, though. You're playing like a different version of the same game. But this version, the handheld version, is a lot easier to complete, as you probably imagine, due to the limitations of the consoles. But to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not going to go too much more into it, but you can get like majority of characters, you can get red bricks, you can do like everything you can do like in the main version, except you just don't have the open world. You get all the you can go through free play, and you can do the Justice League mode, but the Justice League mode is not as good, really. it took a lot of effort for me to get through that with the gold like trophies and stuff needed to get the platinum trophy at the end of the day. But you know, we did it, so yeah. But for that one, I'm gonna give it a solid 9 out of 10. Like, it's still my favourite Lego game, but due to the limitations of the console and it doesn't have the open world, it was kind of smite down a bit for me. Right. In my opinion, I know that this is like the latest game of Lego Batman franchise, but Lego Batman 3 is my least favourite. I first played Lego Batman 3 when I got my Xbox 360 back in like 2017, something like that, when I was a kid, and to be perfectly honest with you, it was probably it was just awful. The only really levels you get to play through as Batman and Robin are like the first two, and then the rest of it is just villains, heroes. It would have been more like a Lego Justice League game than anything else. I was very disappointed with what we got. I never 100% completed it due to the fact that I didn't like the hub worlds. I did get to the complete the story and did get some of the mini kits, but I didn't get all of them in my Xbox 360 due to the fact that Lego Batman 3 wasn't on the Wii anyway. But what can I say, to be honest with you? I'm not the only one who thinks that Lego Batman 3 is the worst out of them. In my order of things, it goes Lego Batman 2, Lego Batman 1, and then Lego Batman 3. I have been trying to go through it 100% on my PC, but to be perfectly honest with you, I got kind of bored after a little bit of playing. I got through like 5-6 levels, and then I moved on to Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. I will go back to it, but I kind of want to go through Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, as that was like, I'd say Lego Pirates of the Caribbean is my, let me think about this, is my third favourite game, Lego game ever. It goes Lego Batman 2, Lego Batman 1, and then Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. Then after that, it'll probably be Lego Indiana Jones. So far, I haven't played the Lego Star Wars Complete Saga too much. Anyways, getting back into what I was saying. The roster is too much. The hub world's kind of suckish. And I don't like the idea of not having a 3 roam aspect like Lego Batman 2. I think that could have saved the game quite well if like it did have the 3 roam. I don't know if they are going to do a Lego Batman 4, but I don't think they will, personally. I think we'll kind of like with Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, I don't think we're going to get another game of that. I think it's just like, you know, I think that they could make a Lego Batman 4, and it would genuinely be like, if it's like Lego Batman 2, it will become a smash hit. Like, it will be do like very well. But Lego Batman 3 just wasn't it for me. Personally, it's not very good, out of considering what we had before that. Like, it did have a high bar to live up to, like, I'll give them that. But personally, I think it would have just been better if they didn't make the game, because it was not that fun for me. I mean, you guys can rage in the comments if you want, but I just didn't have a great time with Lego Batman 3. I really liked the first 2 games, and I was excited when I first played Lego Batman 3 for the first time, but I was kind of disappointed. I really liked the first 2 levels. Like, when I first got into it, I was like, yeah, this kind of is cool. So, yeah, but after the way that it kind of went when I first played it, meh. I got it from CEX, the disc. Sorry. Got the disc from CEX, and I was quite disappointed after the first 2 levels. I just was like, yeah, this isn't going to be my game. I went through it anyway, but it was not my game. So, Lego Batman 3, I'm going to have to give it a 6 out of 10. No, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. 5.5 out of 10 is what I'm going to give it. Because the story wasn't the worst thing, but it had too many different characters. The hub worlds were awful. And then you don't have the free roam. And then you don't have anything really that you would want in this type of Lego game. So it just had stupid characters that didn't need to be added on the roster. I get that they want to have as many characters to play as possible, but let's be real. When you're playing a game I haven't even completed the Lego Batman 2 with the majority of the characters. Like, I've unlocked them all, but I don't see the point in me playing for characters. Like, to be perfectly honest, if I want a speed character, I'll go as the Flash. If I want a flying character, I'll go as Superman. You know, and then I'll use the Batman suits. But that's really all I use. Like, I don't really use Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, or anything unless I absolutely need to. Like, that's my point. Like, with Lego Batman 3, I never used the characters I didn't want to use, or I couldn't be bothered to use, which is why I personally will only use characters that are needed. I never really play as the goons, because what's the point of that? Like, obviously I get that they just want to have the characters in the roster, and I can understand for the first 2 games, and the roster was quite small, and to be honest with you, that roster was more than good enough. Lego Batman 3, they just tried to cram in as much as possible because of the other Lego games that were coming out, like Lego Marvel Superheroes and stuff, because I believe Lego Batman 2 came out before Lego Marvel, because I think Lego Marvel came out in 2013, and 2014 was when this game came out, Lego Batman 3, and it just didn't hit it for me, unfortunately. It was definitely the weakest. And also recently, I went through Lego Batman 3 on the PS Vita, but it's also on the 3DS. So, I personally think this version is slightly better, but once again, it's still the same game as like Lego Batman 2, where you have like watered down levels and stuff, which makes sense. I platinumed it on the PS Vita like a few days ago, actually. I completed the 2nd and 3rd game 100% and got all the trophies and everything. But I don't like the new formula that LEGO games have come out with now when it comes to the handheld ports. Like, I don't like the idea of the levels being split into 3. I think it's absolutely stupid, and then you have these gold bricks that you need to collect throughout the level by doing certain things. And that's what Lego Batman 3 was all about. It didn't really have a free play, you just needed to do these 5 things, and it got so repetitive. It was like, destroy either Lex Luthor objects, Joker objects, or Batman objects. And then you've got combat challenges like perform a counter by pressing the circle button when an enemy's about to hit you, or perform ground finishers, which is like where you counter and then you do a ground takedown. Like, after the first 2 levels you kind of get used to it. You also have to find this Joker card every like, I wouldn't say it's every single one, but I'd say it's like every few like levels or whatever. You have to find these Joker cards or whatever. I don't know, it might be everyone, but I don't care. You also collect the red bricks that way as well. You have the Watchtower and the Batcave to explore, but there's like 4 characters in there, and 4 characters in the Watchtower, maybe 6. It's boring. There's not much to explore. It's pretty boring, and I really didn't like not being able to get mini kits and stuff. I thought that was like a real turn off for me. There's nothing to do once you completed all of these things, getting the gold bricks and getting the completing the story. And it's kind of a waste of a game, really. Same as Lego Batman console version. I still think it was better though than the console version. The PS Vita version and the 3DS version are exactly the same. Like, same with the Lego Batman 2 on the Lego Batman 2 on the 3DS and the PS Vita, yeah. There is a port of Lego Batman 2 on the DS, which is exactly the same as 3DS and the PS Vita version, except it's much more watered down with the graphics and stuff. Still plays exactly the same, but it's just with DS instead of 3DS. I personally have not played the DS version because I don't see a point if I've already played through the 3DS version. I've completed them both 100% for PS Vita and the 3DS version. To be honest with you, any excuse I will get to go back to Lego Batman 1 and 2, I will take it. Oh no, I didn't do it on this console. Well, looks like I'm playing it again then. That's basically how it goes with Lego Batman. But I would give Lego Batman 3, like on the DS or 3DS and PS Vita, solid. I'm gonna say 6 out of 10. Like, it's slightly better than the console version, which is like the first time I've ever said that about a handheld Lego game. But it's just not great. I can't lie. I get really turned off by that game. Like, 100% completing it was an absolute hassle, especially the Joker card levels where you got to fly, because you got to fly in like a certain way and get these Joker cards by smashing into objects and stuff, and it's so hard to do, honestly. Don't like the idea of the mini kits not being there. It's not just Lego Batman 3 where they've started not putting mini kits in anymore. They've done it with like Lego Movie the video game as well, which I've been playing through a bit recently. They got through like the first 5 levels or whatever, and they split it into 3 as well, and I just hate that formula for a Lego game. I just think it's better having a whole level with, like, even if they did like what they did with Lego Batman 2 and had like 5 mini kits in a level and then an extra character collectible or red brick or something, I would be more than happy to do that, play that. But honestly, with the way that they've done it, I personally don't like it anymore. I prefer like the old handheld stuff, like Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Indiana Jones 2, Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga as well, Lego Star Wars 3 as well on the 3DS kind of. That's like where it started going to shit, really. But yeah, so that's my review. Lego Batman 1, solid 9.5 out of 10. Lego Batman 2, 10 out of 10. And Lego Batman 3, 5 out of 10. And then for the handhelds, I'm going to say for the DS version, I think I said maybe like 7 out of 10, I don't remember, or 7.5. Then for the PSP version, 9.5 out of 10, because it's still the same game. Lego Batman 2, 10 out of 10 on the handheld and 10 out of 10 on the console. Lego Batman 3, I think for the handheld it was 6, so yeah. I mean, there is one more DC tie-in game that I haven't gone through, which is Lego DC Supervillains. That game is average, but even then you only get to play as the heroes for like bonus content at the end of the game. So yeah, wasn't great, but you know, I like the fact that they brought the free roam back for Lego DC Supervillains. That was really cool. But I'm not going to discuss too much about Lego DC Supervillains, as this is specifically a Lego Batman video. So, what was your favourite Lego Batman game? Did you prefer the handheld version? Did you prefer the console version? Let me know in the comments, because I'm really curious to see what ones you grew up with. Tell me your stories of Lego Batman, what age you played it at, and what made you get into the Lego games in the first place. Was Lego Batman the first game you played, or was it like one of the later games that you played? Like, did you play through Lego Indiana Jones first and then got yourself into Lego Batman that way? Please let me know. I am actually really curious to see, you know, what your stories are for Lego Batman, because it's just a game that I love so much. I adore Lego Batman, not really the third one, but I do adore the first and second one. Lego Batman 3 for me is more of a chore than a fun time. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe and comment if you're new. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I love you all, and I love our community here. Thank you for more subscribers. We're almost at 50, which is our milestone, so please hit that subscribe button so we can get to 50. And yeah, that was my next milestone. We did 25. Now we're almost at 50, then we do 75, then 100, and then do it every 25 subscribers until, if one day we get big, we do. If we don't, then that's fine. I enjoy doing this. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here and watching this video. Like I said, let me know in the comments what you guys think of Lego Batman and what your favourite Lego Batman game is. But I think here, let's see if it says I've 100% completed it. It should do. Yeah, there. I don't know why I've opened up another slot, but yeah, there it is, 100% completion on slot 1. But thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you all, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.